What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Round 4 Showdown show here for the Charles Schwab. I'm joined by my guy Kurt here. We're going to break down everything Round 4. And let's kick it off just by looking at some of the weather for tomorrow. It looks like they've had great weather all 4 days here. I'm seeing another really nice day tomorrow. Temperatures in the mid-80s. I'm seeing winds 10 to 12 miles an hour, it looks like tomorrow. So, should be another really good chance for some scoring. Today wasn't really the best day for scoring. I mean, my Showdown teams were absolutely horrendous today. It was probably my worst Showdown outing. I played Scotty. I played Grillo. I played some other dust buckets that shot over par. But, Kurt, what's going on with you? How's your teams going into Sunday? What's going on over there?
I got one live and like a 3-entry max, and then my single entry leaderboard stuff's hanging on by a thread, hoping to get good finishes there tomorrow. That way we can kind of get some cumulative points going into these next two tournaments, kind of finish up on top of that mini single entry leaderboard and the big ones too. But I'm starting to hate this tournament a lot. A bunch of fucking idiots at the top. I don't know who Charles Schwab is, but he can go fuck himself, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I had a really good team, and my 2-2-2 team isn't doing the best. I think it's gonna struggle. It'll be borderline min cashing, but I had a good team in the $40 single entry. It was in the top 20 coming into today, as well as I had some good teams on FanDuel. But yeah, it's they all went the other direction. Gonna need some big days out of like Scotty and Rose and some of those guys that shot a bunch over par today. But we're gonna break this down for round 4 here, going by the leaderboard here. We can mix and mash everything. Interesting leaderboard here. We've got 3 guys at the top, and then a clutter of guys kind of, 4, 5, 6 shots back, which I still think everybody from -4, at least a couple of the guys in the -4, most notably Scotty Scheffler, are still alive to win this. Scheffler, Hovland, Ben and Grillo, I think, are guys that can make runs here. But we'll start at the top of the leaderboard here. Let's just start at the top 3 here. Shank, Hall, English, all priced in the 8Ks. They're 8-4, 8-1, 8-6. Kurt, what are you doing with these 3 guys up top tomorrow? How are you looking to differentiate yourself? Well, I think a lot of people are just going to jam all 3 of those in because it's so easy to fit all 3 of those 8K guys in a build.
So we agree on most of it, me and you, as far as me and you go. We both think that obviously you don't want to play all 3. I'm not even going to play 2. But you don't think one of these top 3 win. I think the winner is going to come from this top 3, and the guy I'm choosing is going to be Harris English. I think it's his tournament to lose, despite him being in the behind the other 2. I think Shank is the worst play of the 3, and then I'd rank it English, Hall, Shank. Do not play more than 1, but mine's going to be Harris English.
Yeah, I think you definitely want to set some rules here. If you're using Saber Sim and MME in tomorrow, I think you want to do max 1 of these 3 guys. I mean, that's what I would do for sure. I mean, I would just maybe set it. You can even try and get a little underweight if you want, and just hope you have the right combos there and play like 25% of each or 20% of each, or just kind of make your stands there. Maybe completely fade 1 or 2 or 3 of them. I think I'm going to fade all 3 of them though, because I'm only going to play probably 1 to 3 teams tomorrow. I'm going to be a little lighter tomorrow. Heading into next week, we're going to have the big event there at the Memorial. Going to have some monster contests for that. So I'm hoping to just ride my main slate teams in. But I'm going to have probably 3 teams. I'm going to play the 3 max contests and such. And I think I'm just going to completely fade the top 3 guys and just try and find some of those guys -6, -5, -4 that can make a run. And challenge some of these guys, because I don't have any confidence in any of these 3. I think all 3 of these guys are potential to shoot 3 or 4 over tomorrow. I mean, none of them are really that consistent, like proven pressure-packed guys here. And what happens if Hovland comes out of the gate with 3 birdies early and puts it right to 1 or 2 shots on these guys? I think they're going to buckle under the pressure. But it'll be interesting to see and watch. Looking at how these guys have all fared through the event, I mean, Harry Hall is doing it all with the putter. He's gaining almost 3 strokes over the event, and he's barely breaking even with the approach through 3 rounds. So I mean, none of these guys are really. I think they're mainly doing it with the flat stick. It looks like Strillman's doing it with the flat stick there too, as we kind of dip into there. But any final thoughts up here at the top three, or you want to dive into some other, or we can dive into the -6 and -5 guys. You can hit last thoughts on the top and then transition into -6, -5 guys if you want.
Yeah, so just going to be English up top for me. I don't believe in the others. I liked your point on playing one of 25% of each. If you're doing anything more than 20 and stuff, that's what I would be doing. But I'm just going to go on English. Hope he doesn't screw me. The next range, love Hovland. Loved him today. I still had Scotty, but I did a lot of Hovland Morikawa lines. Didn't matter though. I didn't have the nuts. I will go back to Hovland here. Good on Sundays, like we talked backstage. I just think he shoots probably another 400, 500 tomorrow, and that's huge here. Strillman, no. Lipsky, yes. Gained it with the putter. I think he does a little bit more ball striking tomorrow. I'm never playing Benny on. Yeah, so Hovland and Lipsky for me in this range. Oh, I'm sorry, Grillo. Yeah, I'm playing shit ton of Grillo. I think he hit in the water today, and then after hitting the water, everything just kind of imploded a little bit. If he avoids those water balls tomorrow, I think he can bounce back. Lost a stroke and a half on approach today. Obviously, a lot of that came from the water ball, but Grillo is one of the best ball strikers in this tournament, and I will gladly go back to him.
Yeah, I'm going to play some Grillo there because I'm going to fade the other three guys. I think if you're looking for the chalk cash build tomorrow, just play the top 5 guys. I mean, I think everybody's going to do that in the cash games, the single entries and stuff. They're just going to load up on Shank, Hall, English, Grillo, and Saw there, Sue. Because they're always trying to get all those placement points, which I think it's a really good GPP slate for us. If we can kind of just X off, 60, 70% of the ownership there, maybe pick 2 of those guys from that top, which I'm going to play some Grillo, and I'm actually going to fade Sue there. I was looking into his round 4 stats. The dude hasn't broke 70 in his last 7 events on Sunday, so I'm going to be off Sue there. I think he's going to be pretty popular, 7,700. So that's just another way I'm going to get different from the field there, from tournaments and such. So I really like the fade on Sue. I like playing Grillo. And then I really like Hovland there. I think Hovland's going to win this event, actually. I think if Hovland shoots 4 under tomorrow, post 9 under, I think that's enough to win, especially as these guys feel some pressure coming down. If they're only up by 1 or 2 coming down the stretch there, it'd be interesting to watch, but I think if Hovland can post 9, especially 10, I think that's enough for him to get the job done here. So I'm going to be overweight on Hovland, and I'm going to mix in some Ben On. I'm going to be fading Strillman, fading Sue, and then the top 3 guys. So it's I'm just completely getting different right from the start. I mean, I'm cutting off so much ownership, I feel, that if Grillo, Hovland, and Ben On can do something there, I think I'll have a chance to. I actually like David Lipsky there too. If I'm looking to play a Scotty Hovland team, I'm definitely going to shove in Lipsky there at 6,300. I mean, Lipsky's been playing just some real solid golf all 3 rounds. He's gaining strokes across the board, except for a little bit. He's break even off the tee for the 4 rounds or 3 rounds he's played. Today was the round that he lost the most off the tee, but I really like how the putter's been for him. Today he gained 2.5 strokes, made quite a few birdies today. Did make some bogeys, but shot 1 under. So I like Lipsky as a punt there. So I'm gonna be mainly Lipsky Hovland here, and then we can dive into. Let's talk about these -4 guys if you want to there, Kurt.
Yeah, so obviously Scotty, I talked about on yesterday's show, he's not been good on Saturdays. We saw that rear its ugly head again today. He's still missing all these putts. They said on the telecast today that he's made 1 putt over 6 feet. And let me tell you, he's putting a lot close to within 18. He's just missing every single one. And then, look, 18's on a gimme, but you start to stack up the odds, and he should definitely have a putt made longer than 6 feet. It's Scotty Scheffler, so I think we could see a low round tomorrow. Obviously, I'll play him. Hopefully, we don't get that 60% again. I imagine we won't. I imagine we get 40, 38, something like that. So I will play some Scotty. Ben Martin, we liked him coming into the week. We'll go back there. Aaron Rye will not be playing. Anytime you have a round where Aaron Rye gains a stroke putting, just completely fade because he cannot do that again. hope actually for my 6 out of 6, I hope he does it again. But I won't be playing him in Showdown. Let's see. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's it for me in this range. I hate Andrew Putnam. Went about even with the short game. He keeps starting off so hot and then just kind of dying off. He keeps having these stretches where it's just bogey, 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 bogey. Yeah. Maybe I will play some Putnam. I'm going to play Putnam, and maybe just one slate or one round he doesn't hit that big kind of bounce. He needs some bounce back birds is what he needs.
Yeah, he really struggled on the back nine around the green. It looks like lost a stroke and a half alone on the back nine. Most notably, there on that stretch where he won 4 over through 5 holes there, 12 through 16. So yeah, I mean, he putted good today, hit the irons good today. I think Putnam's a fine option there. I'll be looking at maybe some Chad Ramey. He was good with the irons today. I do like Scotty there. I mean, the dude is just hitting everything close, nuking it off the tee. He had several drives today, 320 plus. It just comes down to the putter there. I mean, the last 2 rounds have just been absolutely horrendous with the putter there. I mean, he's losing 2 strokes the last 2 rounds. If he putts to a 0, he's probably leading by 5 right now. But now he's down 6. But he's a guy that I think he can make a run there. 12K. I think it's actually going to keep his ownership quite lower tomorrow. I think he might be 25 to 30% tomorrow, which is a pretty good discount on the upside he brings. But 12K definitely costs a lot.
Nice. I didn't know. I like that. I thought he'd be a lot higher, so that's nice to know.
Yeah, I think with the price tag, and everybody's going to try and jam in 3 of those 8K guys, and I don't think you can really do that with Scheffler. So I think that kind of brings his ownership down too, because some people are going to play Hovland as well. I think that just pieces up his ownership some. I think he's going to be under 30% tomorrow in like the large field, the main contest and such. But yeah, I like those 4K guys. We can dip down into the 3K. There's quite a few guys here. My favorite play is going to be Ryan Fox down here. He shot 1 under today, but he made 5 birdies, a couple bogeys, and a double bogey there. He really, really struggled off the tee today. Lost over 2 strokes off the tee, but he was good off the tee the first 2 rounds. So I think that was just an anomaly. He's going to bounce back there, gain 3.5 strokes with the irons, gain the stroke putting. So I really like Ryan Fox in this -3 range. I think he's a guy that can go out there and shoot 4 or 5 under tomorrow at 7,500. What's sticking out to you here? -3 range here, Kurt.
A lot, but do we want to talk about Brian Harman's round 4 average? Because holy barnacles, this guy's been nuking on Sunday. I don't like playing guys who just had a great round for this course standards and then also got bogey free. But man, he's been lighting them up on round 4s.
Well, he hasn't made that many round 4s lately, though. I mean, he's only made 1 cut in his last 5 events, but
when he does those 67, 71, 68, 65, 70, 65, 66, 71. Holy balls.
Yeah, some of that's going back to last November, though. Some of those 65s were last November, so that was a good 6-7 months ago. But I definitely agree with you there.
The RBC, the course comp, shot a 67 round 4 at the RBC, which is the course comp.
The Heritage, yeah, he shot 67 there. Hit about 80% of his greens, it looks like, on that event as well. So, yeah, I mean, he's definitely a good option there if you want to go there. I don't think he's going to be that highly owned either. 7,900 is a great price for him, too, as well.
Yeah, I'll have to consider that. It'd be breaking one of my rules, but I like playing guys who perform on Sundays. So, down here, let's see. Ryan Fox. I like the Ryan Fox call. We'll have some of him. Akshay, like to come in of the week. I'll play some Akshay. I watched all of Max Homa's round today. Nothing to really take from it, but I prefer paying up for Scotty and honestly probably even Morikawa at this point in Hovland. Well, obviously Hovland more than both of them, but I'd rather just play Morikawa over Homa. I love Justin Rose tomorrow. It's bad today, but it was with the putter. Everyone kind of struggled today. I think he can bounce back tomorrow at a lot lower ownership. And then no Austin Eckroat for me.
Yeah, I like the Rose call there as well. He had 3 birdies today, 3 bogeys, and a double. So I think he can he must have hit the ball out of bounds or something on 14 because he lost over 2 shots approach on that hole alone. So he must have hit his second shot out of bounds or something on that hole. to lose over 2 strokes approach on one hole. That's kind of rare to see. He was good on the front nine with the approach. I think Justin Rose is a fine option there as well. I'll be looking at him. I do like the Ryan Fox, like I said earlier. And then Austin Eckroat's a guy I'll look at. And then maybe Mark Hubbard as well. I think all those guys are fine options. Hubbard shot 1 under today. Eckroat was 2 over today, but he lost about 2 strokes putting. I think he's a guy that can bounce back. Just going to check on his round 4 stuff here. He just won that event not too long ago, so he had to have had a good Sunday there. Yeah, he shot 65 at the Byron Nelson when he got second, 68 at the Punta Cana earlier this year when he got 5th. So he's got some good low rounds out there. I think he's fine. I'll be going back to some more Austin Eckroat at 7,300. That'll about round me out here. I'm not going to play Paul Haley. I mean, I'll let people chase that if they want. Mainly it's just Fox, Rose, and Eckroat here in this -3 range for me. Why don't you dive into the -2, -1 guys? But if you haven't hit the like and subscribe already, please hit the like, hit the subscribe. Really helps bring these shows free of cost to you guys. We've got a NBA show later today. They're going to be talking about, game 5 or 6? 6. And then we've got MMA, NASCAR, MLB, everything. All sports, one price. Use that promo code Kurt15 or Snyder15 for 15% off. Even includes SaberSim. And SaberSim for PGA is just absolutely the nuts, especially for Showdown. You go in there and you got the player, you got the salary, you got the tee time, you got the score, the position, projections, ownership, everything all in one spot. You can make all your rules on there as well and throw out 150 teams if you want or such, or 20 teams or whatever you're trying to do there. So go on over, join the movement, runpuresports.com, promo code Kurt15, Snyder15. Kurt, take us down into these guys here, -2, -1 range. What's sticking out to you here the most?
I hate to keep doing this, but I just did it with Brian Harman. Go back up to the range. Burns, I might have Burns in the player pool tomorrow because he shot a low round here last year to go and win it. He can't win this, but like maybe he back up the top 5. So I've talked myself in on the show to doing 20 max stuff. So I will have Burns in the pool there. Just remember, last year he went super low to win it. Maybe he does the same this year. Doesn't win, but that backdoor to top 5 for us. I mentioned that because the pricing. I saw Rose got priced up to 9,700 and Burns got priced down to 93. So something to consider if you can't fit in Rose. Just go with the guy who did it last year. Going down, Russell Henley didn't really hurt me today. 1 under was a solid score today, so I'll go back to him. He ball struck the hell out of it. Didn't do much with the short game, though, so Russell Henley fine with me. Like Bez coming in the week, gets priced up. I'll still play him. He shot a 64 round 4 at the RBC, so something to definitely keep in mind. Andrew Novak, absolute Twitter hero. I'll play some Novak, and then it's a pretty big range. I guess are we just on the 2s?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, we can just do the 2s right now. We'll dip into the 1s here in a second.
So prioritizing Russell Henley and Bez with a sprinkle of Novak for me.
Yeah, I like that. I think I might have some Bezadenhout in there. He's a guy that could get hot, I think. Decent price tag for him, 8,200. I think he's going to keep his ownership down with all those other guys in the 8K range. So I may sprinkle some of him. I like the upside that Novak brings, but man, he just had an absolutely atrocious day today with the short game today. Lost nearly 3 strokes. I think he's a good guy to bounce back tomorrow. I think he can. We see more of what we did in round 1 and round 2. Round 2, he shoots that bogey-free 4 under round. I mean, that's definitely in play for him tomorrow. I like him there. Peter Malnetti lost over 2 strokes putting today, but he was good with the irons. He had that rough stretch going through that really tough stretch on the golf course there, 5 through 9. He made 4 birdies in that stretch, or 4 bogeys, in that stretch. Mainly with all losing putting on all those. I think he's fine. Probably not going to get to Rick. I don't really play him on Sundays. I do like the Henley call there. He gained over 3 strokes approach today. Just needs to get that short game turned around a little. I think he's a guy that can go out and place a pretty solid score there. And then we dive into this -1 range. There's some decent options down here. Sam Stevens, Alex Smalley, Robbie Shelton, Thomas Dietrich, Tom Hoagie's down here. What's sticking out to you the most here, -1? I know Sam Stevens was just absolutely horrible with the putter today. Lost almost it was right around 2.4 strokes putting today.
Lost over 3 strokes around it, like just short game altogether.
Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta like that when the guy's ball striking like that. People, if this was round 2 or 3, people would be more focused on that, but they're really more worried about placement points. So I think Stevens is fine. Down here, though, we don't want to do I don't want to have more than 2 guys in this 1 under range, but Sam Stevens could be that one guy for me. Patrick Rogers is good on Sundays, so he will also be one of those guys. Like I said, do not play them together. Man, I hate that. I like this range a lot. Damn, this is tough. I really like Smalley, but I think I got the round I needed from him today to be off. Tom Hoagie will cuck you every time. Yeah, just that, and I really do like Stevens. I like that you pointed that out. Wow.
Yeah, I think I like Stevens and Rogers the best down here. I do like how Smalley ended this round today, though. He made 3 birdies in his last 5 holes, kind of carry over some good mojo there and get him under par for the round and tournament. So I think he's interesting there at -1. Kind of going down. I don't really see too many guys I like even or over par tomorrow. Man, Carson Young, I had him in some really good teams going into today, and the dude lost 3.5 strokes putting today and shot 5 over. Very, very hurtful. He did end his round on a birdie, though, at least on 18, so maybe he's got something carrying over. But what are you seeing here? Even par guys.
Like I said, I'll play Morikawa and hope he goes 6 under, but that's a very, very large field play, and make sure you get placement points around him if you do so. This is bad. Steven Yeager, we always play him in Showdown out of respect. Like Brendan Todd coming in the week, I'll play him. You don't want to be down here. I can't lie. This is tough. So really just guys that you know can shoot like 6 under or so. So obviously not Billy Ho. He can't shoot a 6 under. Steven Yeager, I know can. Todd, surprisingly, I believe he's capable of it. So that's it for me down here, man.
Yeah, for sure. Make sure you head over to Run Pure Sports. Use that promo code Kurt15, Snyder15. I'll have the Showdown playbook up here after a little while. Get that up soon after the show's over. We're going to have an expensive tier, a mid-tier, a cheap tier, slate strategy at the bottom, and then up top, we're going to have core plays up there. I'll have a core up there. Kurt will have a core up there. AP and Locks will also have cores up there as well. So make sure to head on over and check out our premium Showdown content. We do it for every Showdown slate all year long. Kurt, what are you liking at these +1 guys? Actually, let's go +1, +2. I mean, I don't see too many guys I like.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant with Yeager and Todd. It's gonna be no one else for me.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the stats wise. I think it'd be Todd would be the guy I would look at the most. He lost 2 strokes putting today, gained with the approach, gained everywhere except for putting. I think he's a guy to look at. He made 3 birdies and 4 bogeys today. I'll be looking at him possibly. I'm generally in round 4. I just like to cut off all those guys too, and just play guys that I think can movers. I like to play on round 4 that can get up there, steal those placement points. If some of those leaders shoot 1, 2, 3, 4 over, and the guys below them shoot 2, 3, 4 under, I mean, you're going to gain so much leverage and then so much placement points stealing from those guys as well as the birdies made. So I think that's a huge leverage option there. Anything else you like going down, even further down? Anyone at the bottom of the leaderboard you have your eye on? I really don't see anything down here personally for me.
I do think the conditions will be easier in the morning. So if you have conviction on one of these guys, and I mean just one, you can do it, because I know I was tilting in chat about how the scoring wasn't going to be favorable for the morning people, but if you look at the end, I think it ended up being a half a stroke better for the morning guys. So yeah, if you want to find a hero down here, maybe I guess KH Lee, if you wanted a hero and you're 115 the main or something.
What about Cameron Champ?
Cameron Chump. More like Cameron Chump.
Yeah. I'm not going to any of these guys. You got your guy Marty Dow's down there.
Oh God, don't even talk about Marty. Freaking Marty party. God bless. What a cuck.
But yeah, I think that pretty much breaks everything down for you guys there. I know Kurt's going to play one of those top 3 guys. I'm going to fade all 3 of those top 3 guys, try and find some movers that can maybe overtake those guys. We'll give you guys a little show core here to round things out. Kurt, why don't you start it off here? You can put your boy English in there if you want, or do whatever you want.
I was actually wanting to go your strategy. Let's go Grio. Let's go Grio. So I'll go Grio first pick.
All right, and then I'm gonna go Hovland. I think Hovland's got a chance to ship this event, so I'm gonna go Hovland at 10-5.
Give me. I want to find a cheapie that we like. Oh, I know. We had someone up here. We had David Lipsky.
Yeah, that's solid.
All right, bring us
really
on.
Opens everything up for him there, and I'm gonna go with Ryan Fox to round it out here, 7,500 -3. I think he hits the ball off the tee much more like he did rounds 1 and 2, and far away from what he did today, losing over 2 strokes off the tee. So it sounds like a pretty tasty core there. Plenty of flexibility for you guys. I think you can even fit in one more stud up top there too if you want to go that route. Kurt, any final thoughts for you as we end this out and get to the NBA playoff game here in a couple hours? It's going to start.
Heat by 50 tonight, baby. Heat are a lock to win. The Heat cannot lose this game. They can't lose back-to-back home playoff games. It's just not physically possible. So the Heat are going to crush tonight, and the line is very disrespectful. The Heat are the best team in the league.
Are you trying to jinx the Heat?
Not at all. I just think it's very, very hard to lose back-to-back home games, and not to mention to lose 3 games in a row. And Jimmy Butler's playoff Jimmy, it can't happen. I'm not trying to jinx. It's just the reality. I'm betting my life.
Wearing your Larry Bird jersey.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Go Heat. Heat in 6.
Right on. Yeah, it'll be a good game. I haven't. I'm yet to place a wager on tonight's game, but I got to head on over, check out the bet side. I know there's some bets posted over on Run Pure Bets, so head on over. I'm sure Big T's got some plays up there. JJ, the rest of the group. I'm sure Tyler's got some props up there as well. So head on over. Use that promo code Snyder15. Kurt15, that's active for bets and Run Pure Sports. Might as well just go over there and get the whole bundle. Just get the bets, the sports, and the Saber Sim as well. Bundle everything up, and you'll be set to win going forward as we get into the U.S. Open here in a few weeks. The Memorial's next weekend as well. So got a ton of content coming forward. Big day of baseball tomorrow as well. Any final thoughts to you then, Kurt?
That's it. You get it.
Yeah, I think we broke everything down well for you guys here. Good luck as always, and we appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks a lot, and always run pure.